All right, I'm here. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to practice a song that I haven't played in a little bit. I try to play this once or twice a year right now, but it's the Turkey in the Straw, which of course is on YouTube, and in a lot of ways that's kind of what I became known for, was that arrangement. And I started that arrangement. It's now 2026. I started working on that in 2020 or 2001. So 2001, I made up that song, that version of the song. So 25 years I've played that, essentially that arrangement. And I can pretty much do it, but I want to do it, and I want to talk about a way to practice that I don't want to do. And this is coming from my brother-in-law, who's a high school band director, okay? And he's a good one. And he was telling me that when he was in college, his band director at Western Illinois University had them play a new piece as slow as humanly possible. And if the band as a whole made a single mistake, they would stop, fix the mistake, and then start over until the entire thing could be played as slow as possible with zero mistakes. And then the idea is that in the weeks leading up to the concert, you would raise the tempo, but there would be no mistakes until you finally got in that tempo on concert day, and there was no mistakes because you had never learned the mistakes. And he said it works great and it's boring. And I could see both that. So I could pretty much play Turkey in the Straw right now, but I'm going to see how slow I can play it. So I don't think this is an exciting video to watch. But let's do this. And if I make a single mistake, I start over. Okay? This is why we don't do live practice sessions on YouTube. Here we go. That was a mistake. I'm really curious. I kind of want to like see what the comments are here, but I'd have to open up YouTube to do it. So, let's chat. Like, what are some advantages of this? Like, John Moore, the great John Moore. The greatest bluegrass teacher in the world, John Moore. How do I know that? Because he's got the greatest student in the world, Chris Thiele. Man, whatever he put into those kids, into Chris and Sean Watkins and Sarah Watkins, whatever he put into those kids, man, there's something else, They're so good. It's such good foundational technique, right? But great John Moore is really adamant that, like, for every mistake, you need 9 times of doing it right. So there is something to be said about that. I think that another one of the great practicers is Tommy Emmanuel, who really talked about how, you just got to get the mechanics down before you can add the musicality to it. And I don't always do that because I enjoy playing music for fun. And I don't always want to have that kind of slavish practice that it takes. But look what it produces in terms of Tommy Emmanuel. Goodness sakes. Greatest guitar player among the very best. So, but is that what I want to do? No. But I'm going to keep doing this right now because I got the time. Here we go. I mean, I made it, oh, so far. You know? Okay, let's chat. So, like, you know, okay, so I played that twice at Winfield. I played that in 2010 and 2011. And I played it, I got third place in 2010 with a couple other arrangements and stuff too. And then first place in 2011. I played it at Wisconsin Guitar Contest, and I won a guitar there. And then I played it at Henderson's, and I think I got second or third or something like that. And then I think that's the only times I ever played it. And then it's retired because I kind of don't think it's cool to keep playing the same song for years and years and years. So it's retired. And then I did it twice because I felt like it improved the second year. And then I would do it at like a different contest. And then I went to a contest with my buddy Tyler Andall, and he played it because he had worked it up. And I thought that was cool. And neither one of us won. And then some of the other ones I played more than once, but it was because I felt like they were getting better. Like I felt like they weren't done yet. Now, I think when you practice something for a guitar contest or a performance, I mean, you know, performance is probably better, but the guitar contests are fun to me. But when you practice something for a guitar contest, like, especially Winfield, because Winfield, there's 3 places they give away prizes for, right? So it is fun. It's a really fun thing to do. I feel like you have to do something kind of crazy to prep. Like, so I'll tell you what I did when I was prepping that song, you know, 15 years ago. I think everybody's different. You don't have to do what I did. I would play it at like 80 beats a minute, which is pretty slow. You know, it's pretty, I mean, it's not slow if you're learning, but it's slow if you're a flat picker who's playing at a good level, right? And so I would play that song pretty slow because you had to get all the motions down. And then I didn't do this exercise I was just doing, but I did do this other exercise that's insane. You take a jar and you take 10 pennies and you play the song, and if you play it perfectly, you put a penny in the jar. And then every time you play the song perfectly, you put a penny in the jar. And then if you make a single mistake, you dump out the jar. So, I mean, I don't know if I ever filled the jar, but it focuses you so much to learn your piece. You know? I also would say about Winfield or any guitar contest, don't forget that it's music, and you want to make things musical. But this is just my opinion. It doesn't matter. You know, somebody said, well, the Turkey in the Straw was good because it was creative, or because it had that walking bass line, and so that people came back and said, well, I need to put a walking bass line in my piece. That maybe, I don't know. I think the person that won the year after me was Ben Cockman. Well, Ben just played great bluegrass guitar. He didn't have a walking bass line in anything. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, you should look at the person the year before. The person the year before me that I entered was Brian McDowell. And I went and listened to him. I thought, is that what I should do? And I tried. You know, he played really, really strong, like North Carolina flat picking guitar. I couldn't do that. So I was like, okay, well, I just got to be me. What do I do? And okay, what I do is I lean heavy on the creative side. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to lean into the creativity because that's my strength. And other people had success with that. You know, Paul Scroy had success with that. I saw him, he plays very similar to my approach like that. And I saw him play, and I went up to him, and like he didn't even have songs prepared for the second round. He didn't think. I was like, Paul, you're going to break through because they're going to like that here. And he did. But I don't know. I don't think there's a formula. I don't think there's like a rubber stamp Winfield guitar player. I don't know who's judging. I don't know who's there that day. I don't know what they're like. So I feel like, I mean, the people that have won, to me, they're all different. And what stands out is they're all really good. You know? Like, yeah, Alan Shadd and Roy Curry have won a bunch. And man, I tell you what, Jason Shaw does not get enough credit for how good he is. I've never heard somebody play so crystal clear as Jason Shaw. Never heard anybody like that. He is so good. And he and I share a birthday. A couple years apart, but we share a birthday. So, anyway. So did I pass? I came close. Maybe let's try the first break and see then if I can start increasing the speed on it and see what happens. I'm not going to go fast here. All right. So not there yet. Need some more time, right? And remember, the secret to being a musician is time over time. You got to put time in, but then you have to put time in over a period of time to learn to play something. And what do you get out of that? I don't know, you get to play something. It's fun. All right. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.